what's going on at the school, and something that, I don't know, was this last year that the Teens Teach Tech program was born?
It is. Yeah, this is year number 2. We're kicking off year number 2. Last year was the initial year, and it is Teens Teach Tech. It's a grant-funded program, and so glad to have our IT and cybersecurity program as well as our digital communications programs and their students combining their efforts and going out into the community. And then also on the other side, we invite the community to come into the ICTC. So we do some on-site trainings, and then we do some ICTC trainings as well for those that can come in.
How about that? Our visit this morning is presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row. In the Best of Indiana County contest, you can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So how does the program work?
Well, I brought 4 students with us today,
And they're going to tell us all about it?
and their presentation skills have skyrocketed because of their participation in something like Teens Teach Tech. So I don't want to steal their thunder, and I want them to display their leadership skills and explain the program to you, because it is an awesome program and they do a fantastic job. So
Wonderful.
we have Elena and Paige, both from our digital communications program, and then we have Austin and Parker. I guess we picked the girls from digital, and we picked the guys from the IT program to bring to you today, Todd.
Cool, cool. All right, Elena and Paige, you're first up the bat here, I guess. Good morning to both of you. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Wonderful. Come on up to the microphone. Got to get you pretty close to it here this morning. All right, there we go. Just so folks watching on Facebook can see who's who, but for our radio listeners, go ahead and tell us your first and last name and what your home school district is too.
My name is Paige Schultz, and I'm from Penns Manor.
My name's Elena Henry, and I'm from Indiana.
My name is Parker Sleppy, and I'm from Marion Center.
My name is Austin Scherer, and I'm from Marion Center.
All right. So let's start with the ladies first and find out about this wonderful program, Teens Teach Tech. What's your role in it? How does it work?
So basically, I have been to Teens Teach Tech once this year because this is only our second time. We actually have one today. Basically, we have 2 roles that a person can play. One is a presenter, which we usually have multiple presenters at once. And then another one is a helper, where we're walking around and the people, if they have questions, instead of interrupting the presenter, they can ask us while we're walking around.
Oh, that's very nicely done. I like that. And from the other standpoint, which do you prefer? Do you prefer to be the walker or the presenter?
I prefer to be like the walker, only because it's like one-on-one. So instead of like you talking to the whole group, it's more personal. Like you get to talk to the senior citizens better. And I don't know, I feel like you just grow a connection, especially with the ones that like regularly come to our workshops. Yeah.
Yeah. So you visit senior centers and others?
Right, and I wanted to define the demographic here, because our students are educating the more senior citizens in our community, and we're bridging the gap on this digital training and digital education. So these students, of course, are so well versed in everything technology. And there's a lot of people who have a cell phone or a tablet, and maybe they're just a little leery because of the scams and some of the cybersecurity that we have to be aware of. And so if you're not out in the work world using it 8 hours a day, you might have a little bit more hesitation. And so that's what these students are doing, is really making them more comfortable with their devices.
Yeah, they can become rather intimidated by it too. Gentlemen, let's bring you in on this conversation a little bit and talk about how it works for you.
Okay. So Teens Teach Tech, I'm Parker Sleppy, obviously, and I'm a presenter, so that's mainly what I do. And I'll have a whole slideshow, and we go through a bunch of topics about, like today we're talking about device security. So we'll go through a bunch of topics on that, real easy to understand so everyone's on task. And we have a bunch of hands-on workshops too, so it's not just like someone teaching the whole time, because that can get boring. We have like one-on-one hands-on so they can learn and practice what they're learning, which is really cool.
That's neat. Let's talk a little bit about cybersecurity and how important it is. Senior citizens and anybody to be secure online is really, really important, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very important. So a lot of times, what they're looking for is there's a lot of scams out there. You can get them through notifications on your phone, some apps, or even just an email, clicking a link. So whenever we're trying to make the presentation, we try to point out these key features, how to fix them, and ways to stop it.
Yeah. When we think about cybersecurity, we have to know what to look for, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So what are some of the things, some of the signs that we need to look for that something is not up to really up to snuff? That's something that we should be warned about.
So on some websites, it has HTTPS. The S stands for secure, which is something we do teach during our seminars. So we're teaching them to look for a little lock icon next to those web addresses. So if it's not locked, then it's an unsecure website, which is a main lead to scams and a lot of phishing going on. Now, I don't mean phishing with the rod and hook. Phishing can lead to like hackers trying to get your information from emails or websites. Now, like one thing you don't want to do is put your bank account into a website that is not secure, because that could lead to a lot of hackers getting into your email and stealing your bank information.
Yeah, yeah. And passwords are a big thing right now, too. And passwords are actually becoming a little bit out of the past, aren't they?
Yeah. So passwords, you want to make sure that like you remember your password, but you don't want to be like just like your name, because if it's your password, they're gonna guess your name, or they're gonna guess like your birthday. So you want it to be something that you'll remember, but also something that's hard for others to guess. So we always want people to like write them down, and like you can write them down in a notebook, but make sure that that notebook is like locked away. You also want to make sure that you have numbers, capitalization, and some sort of like special characters, whether that's like a question mark, an exclamation point, some sort of, I would say some sort of like symbol that's like harder to guess, so like an @ sign, just so that when people do hack you, it's less common for them to guess those passwords.
Yeah, yeah. And there are also layers of security, are there not? That we now it's demanded of us with a lot of websites and contacts, but it's always a good idea.
Yep. So like you said, like layers. So especially, I mean, like a lot of organizations now are going for that layered approach to security. So it's not just your digital realm. It can also be physical security, because there's places with high crime. It's good to have physical security outside your building, and the people in the building matter a lot too, because like your security can be all strong, all your computers can have the best encryption, but if you have a user who doesn't know what they're doing, none of that security matters. So that's why it's good that we're teaching these senior citizens how to be secure, is because like if you're not trained well in this, it's very easy to get hacked or lose information.
Let's talk a little bit about how the program is received and how the people are responding to it as you get into a setting at a senior center or wherever you happen to be, and you begin to teach and to learn from the people that you're with. What are some of the things that come up that they're concerned about?
Mostly what they're concerned about is just random things they're trying to do on their phone. Such as like calling someone or sending an email or deleting an app. Most people like don't know how to do that whenever they're looking. Or also security is a really big one. That's why we're doing that today. Most of the time whenever I look, they have like one of those cleaning apps. You want to try and stay away from the cleaning apps, because most of them are scams and they'll start sending you notifications immediately and all that. So you want to be aware of those. And then also emails. A lot of those email links that say you want to click now, cash in, those are also super bad. If it's trying to get you to press something, you normally don't want to press it.
Yeah, yeah. Those games that are addictive on there as well, they can catch you up, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those different types of games. And you see them on TV and you see them in other ways, but they're designed basically to get into your wallet eventually. You know, maybe there's a little bit of free stuff, but then they want to lure you into opening up an account and having to pay.
Yeah. A good example of that is Temu. They have the discounted stuff really, really cheap. They keep trying to give you discounts, and then they up like the price you have to spend to get something. That's a really good example of that.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to be somewhere today?
They are. They're going out to the Tulick Senior Center in Clymer, and they're focusing on device security and safe technology practices today. I did want to highlight for those that are watching on Facebook, Austin has the team shirt on. So as Elena was saying, that they get to work one-on-one with the seniors coming to these workshops. It's very nice that these shirts have their name on, and then turn around, Austin, show, like ICTC Tech Connect.
Nice.
So the students would be wearing their shirts, and makes them very approachable, because it is hard to remember somebody's name when you meet them for the first time, and they're trying to learn everything on their device, and then using these students as their resources. So I really like the shirts that have their names on. It's a nice touch.
I bet you there are a lot of aha moments when you're in these settings and someone says, "Oh, I get it now," and maybe there are some where it's kind of hard to get the concept through. And I'm sure there are plenty of folks that say, "I'll never understand this," and that's just the way that
Hey,
it
give
is.
them credit for trying, though,
Yeah,
because they come to these workshops, and last year they served over 250 participants.
Wow.
So, this is not a small little venture. They're really reaching out into our community, and this is a nice service. And let's face it, we are in the technology age, and so it is all around us, and to have these students make people feel more comfortable, that's exactly what is needed. They're taking their skills and they're sharing it with others.
Are there still opportunities for folks to sign up to have the Tech Connect team come visit them?
I believe so. I don't think our teachers turn anybody down in this department, because it's a great opportunity. It's a win-win. It's a great opportunity for these students to build their leadership skills and to hone up on the technology that they know, because to know it, tell me if I'm wrong, to know it and then to explain it is two different things.
Yeah.
And so they're having to do a little bit of homework before they go out. I know I worked with Parker and a few others that came out. We did a Remake Learning Day in May, and in order to set everything up in our lobby to be prepared for whoever walked through the door to learn that technology, they had a lot of pre-preparation to do.
Tech Connect at ICTC, if somebody wants to get involved or wants to make an appointment or have them come visit them, what should they do?
Yeah, so we have a general email. They could email with their questions. Of course, I'm always available, kfox@ictc.edu. The teachers involved here are Melanie Brubaker, our digital communications instructor, M. Brubaker at ictc.edu, and Jessica Robertson in IT and cybersecurity. So J. Robertson at ictc.edu.
Wonderful.
724-349-6700.
Thanks, team, for what you're doing. You're helping a lot of people. We appreciate it. It's Indiana in the morning.
How about our socials too, right? Check us out on Facebook and our ICTC website. Those are great places as well.
What are those? What's Facebook? I don't understand that stuff at all. It is Indiana in the morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. The Tech Connect crew from ICTC liking it. Fox News is next, top of the hour, a couple of moments away.